Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin. I welcome you all to Power Virtual Agents and Q&A Maker Integration Step-by-Step series. You are watching sixth part of this series, and in this session we are going to talk about how we can track unanswered questions from Power Virtual Agents chatbot and update the knowledge base according to the unanswered question and improve our Power Virtual Agent chatbot. So now let's get started. Now, first of all, let me talk about the overall requirement that we are going to perform throughout this session. So let's say for an example, I am entering a question which is not part of a knowledge base. So at that time, my chatbot will respond that I couldn't find this answer from the chatbot. Now, based on the feedback, what I want to do here is I want to track that unanswered question and I want to send that question for approval to the admin that this is the unanswered question. Now please enter your answer and just submit it so that can be added to the knowledge base again. And in future if anyone search for the same question, they will get an appropriate answer from the knowledge base. So this is something that we are going to implement throughout this session. So whatever the question that has been unanswered, that has been sent to an admin for the approval in the email like this. From email we will be having approve or reject button. When they approve, in the comment they need to enter the answer, and once they enter the answer and question pair will be updated to my knowledge base. So this is the overall requirement that we are going to perform throughout this entire session. So stay tuned with me. Now the very first step is that you need to open your fallback topic. So I'm just going to topic section and I'm just opening the fallback section from here. Now just click on go to authoring canvas. In our earlier session, what we have done here is we have connected one Power Automate flow in order to get answers from Q&A Maker knowledge base. Now, whatever the answer that will be received, based on that, we want to track unanswered question over here. So now, first of all, what we will do is we will open the same flow and we will add one additional condition in the existing flow that if the score is less than 45%, meaning that answer is not be found from the knowledge base, then we will consider that as a unanswered question. Then we will create one another flow that will used for an approval process for an admin, and then it will use Q&A Maker knowledge base API in order to update question and answer pair into knowledge base. So this is the overall goal. So now let's first open this particular flow that we have prepared in our earlier session. So this is the flow that we have created in our earlier session, and let's check its run first. So basically, whenever we are searching anything here, in response we will be getting answers like this. In answers we have a tab answer, and with that we also have a score. Now if the score is less than 45, meaning it is not found from the Q&A Maker. This is one condition that I am going to define here, but based on your requirement you can change the score value. Now let me just edit this flow and let's add one condition. Just initialize one variable for the score. So let's initialize let's keep its type as float, and now in apply to each let's set our variable. So I am setting the score over here. Now the score will be, let's write a formula, items, inside that apply to each, and from apply to each we need score. So let's type this formula, Let's apply this formula. I just want to add one condition. If score is less than 45, then just use an action set variable. Now let's select the variable Q&A answer and let's set its value as unanswered. And if the score is greater than 45, then it will take its default value that we already set as an answer. And now let's return the value to our Power Virtual Agents chatbot. Now let's trigger our flow from Power Virtual Agents. So I'm just going to home and now let's test our bot. So now let me just enter anything over here like this and let's check what we are getting from there. So let's check the run of the flow now. So I'm just going back and check the flow run. So this is the flow that just has been triggered. Now this is the question that we have typed here. Now in HTTP response we did not get any answer. So basically we are having the score 0. So basically it will go over here into apply to each loop and check the condition. If here the score is 0, score is less than 45, so it is just setting the variable as unanswered, and now it will send that to my Power Virtual Agent chatbot. Now it is sending me unanswered, right? So we are reached up to this position. Now let me show you what I have done here into fallback topic as a modification. So now let me show you that thing. So let's go to the topic and let's just modify our fallback topic. Now just go to Go Authoring Canvas. Now what we are going to do is, this is our already called flow. Now we are checking that if the Q&A answer value is unanswered, then we want to track that question, and as well as after that we want to send that question for an approval for an answer, right? So we just have a condition that if Q&A answer is equal to unanswered, then it will ask a question that can we add this question into our knowledge base for future reference, and it has two options, yes or no. So it will take a permission from the end user that they want to add this question to the knowledge base, so that we can improve our chatbot. And now from here we are just ending our conversation because we are already getting the answer from there, right? Now here we have yes and no. On yes we are triggering one more flow from here. Now this is the flow using which we are going to maintain our approval, and we are going to call our Q&A maker knowledge base API from there. Now let me talk about that flow in detail. But before that I will give you some overview about the APIs that we are going to use here. So basically we are going to use knowledge base update API here. So these are the API endpoint that we are going to use. I am going to provide you the description link as well. You just need to click on try it now. Now first of all here we need to provide the endpoint. Now from where do we find the endpoint? Let me explain you that thing here. So first of all go to your portal.azure.com and just open the resource where we have defined our cognitive service. We have talked about this tab into the first part of the session. Just open that thing. So I prepared the cognitive service HR Q&A board 02. Now here go to keys and API endpoint section. From here you will be finding your endpoint. So this is your endpoint. Just copy that endpoint and paste that endpoint over here as an endpoint. Now knowledge base ID. Knowledge base ID is something which you will find when you are publishing your knowledge base. So in our case what happened here is, So in our case, when we have published our knowledge base, we have this knowledge base ID available. So we just need to copy this knowledge base ID from here and paste it over here. Content type will be application JSON and OCP APIM subscription key. So just go to your Azure portal. Now in the same section from where you find the endpoint, we would be having key values. Just click on show keys and just copy the first key from here and paste it over here. That's all. So we have defined all the parameters. Now we need to provide the body. So basically in body, we want to add this Q&A pair. So basically we need to use add option. Now we just need to provide Q&A list. ID would be 0. You just need to provide the answer of your question, and in source we have a question where we need to provide the question pair, right? So this is the overall structure about the API for update. Now once we add this question and answer pair to our knowledge base, we need to republish our knowledge base. For that we are going to use this API, which is publish knowledge base. And here when you click on open API testing console, it will be providing the query parameters that we need to pass. So here we need to pass KB ID means knowledge base ID and OCP APIM subscription key, which I have shown you that from where you need to copy, right? So hope you are clear about all of these two APIs. Now let me move to the flow and let me explain you how we can achieve that. So for that, just open the solution that we created in the fourth part of the session. So we have created a solution PVA with Q&A maker. Now we will be creating blank flow. So I'm clicking on flow and creating a flow. I already created one, so I'm opening that, so we will save our time. Now I have created a flow named maintain unanswered question PVA. Now I'm opening that flow. So here at this moment I'm manually triggering a flow, just wanted to test the things. Then we will add start and wait for an approval action. So just add that action. Approval type, let's select approve or reject, first to respond. Now just provide the title, new question asked in the chatbot, that is the title. Assign to, I want to assign that to the admin user. Now my user is the admin user, so I'm providing my username here. Now detail, in detail I just want to provide the question information that user has asked in the chat window. So I'm just providing the input here. We will modify this thing later because here we are going to add the Power Virtual Agent action. At this moment we have triggered the manual flow, but instead of that we will going to take Power Virtual Agent action, right? So this is one thing. Now let's say it will start and wait for an approval until the user will not respond over there. Now let's say when approval status is approved, at that time what happens? Now let's say if outcome is equal to approve, then what we need to do here is we have yes and no condition. Now in yes, what we need to do here is need to update our knowledge base. Now this is the API call which I have explained you. This is my patch call. So basically we need to add the patch call. So my method will be patch. Then in URI we need to make this type of URL. So basically it is the combination of your endpoint, then Q&A maker slash v4.0 slash knowledge basis, and then knowledge base ID. So this is the endpoint URL. This is the syntax of it. Endpoint slash Q&A maker slash v4.0 slash knowledge basis slash KBID, right? So I just prepared this type of URL over here. So this is my endpoint that we have copied from Azure. This is the static thing, and this is my knowledge base ID. Now headers, content type application JSON, and OCP APIM subscription key that we have copied from the Azure over here, right? So these are two things that we need to use. Now we need to provide the body. So basically we want to add question and answer pair. So we will be using add component. This is the Q&A list. Now ID would be 0. Answer would be whatever the response outcomes comment is there, we just need to store that as an answer. So we just need to use items apply to each, and from that comments, whatever the comment would be there, we need to pass that. Now in questions we need to provide the question. So question will be your input. So here you just need to provide the input, right? So this is your question and answer pair, right? Now this is how you can update your knowledge base. Now second step is that once the knowledge base is updated, we need to publish the knowledge base. So basically for that we will be using publish knowledge base. This is the post action and this is the reference of it. Same here, you will be finding the publish knowledge base syntax as well. Endpoint slash Q&A maker slash v4.0 slash knowledge bases slash kbid. So this is the endpoint. So we are going to prepare the same endpoint. So this is the URL endpoint that we have found from the Azure. This is the key. That is OCP APIM subscription key, and knowledge base key we already have, right? So we just use this one, right? So this will publish my knowledge base. So these are the two important steps that we need to perform, right? And don't worry, I'm going to provide the export of this flow to my GitHub account. You can directly download that flow from there. Now let's test our flow at this moment. So let me just click on, I will perform a trigger action. Let's click on save and test. Now I want to provide the input over here. So let's say I just wanted to add a question that what is PPT. So I'm just typing a question, what is PPT. Click on run flow. So that will go for an approval. So it will go to the start and wait for an approval. Now let's open up my mailbox and let's check if I received the email for that or not. Now I just received one question here. So it has asked me a question, new question asked in the chatbot. The question is what is PPT. Now I just wanted to answer that and I want to approve that. So I will type here PPT means PowerPoint. Now I just want to submit this answer. So I'm clicking on submit, and now let's go to the run flow. So my flow is running and the flow ran successfully. So it is approved. So we are getting the approval status as approved from here. Let's go to that condition. Now it will first update the knowledge base. So basically the question that we have asked is what is PPT, and this is the answer. PPT means PowerPoint. So whatever the comment that we have entered, we are getting it over here, and then it has successfully updated the knowledge base, and after that it has published my knowledge base as well. So the knowledge base is also being published successfully. Now what I want to do here is let me just check that thing that my question has been added over there or not. So in order to test that, let me do one thing. Let me open up my Q&A maker. So this is the Q&A maker that we have published earlier. Now let me just refresh that and let me just edit the service, and let's see if we have the question what is PPT which is available there or not. So I'm clicking on edit service, and let's say this is the source which we have referred from the Word document, and this is the source for custom editorials. And now the question here is what is PPT, and PPT means PowerPoint that we have added. So the question has been added perfectly here, and the thing has been published successfully as well. Now the thing is that we need to call this flow from our Power Virtual Agents chatbot. So we just remove this manual trigger. Let's select Power Virtual Agents. When Power Virtual Agents calls a flow, let's take that as a text input, and now in here I just need to provide the input from Power Virtual Agent, and in condition in update knowledge base I just need to update the question. So in question I just wanted to add input. Now we just wanted to send a message to our chatbot as well that your question is considered to be added for a review. So we will not call this particular thing at the end of the flow. The reason is that start and wait for an approval is something which will take some time as well, because once the admin will receive, maybe he will be responding into 5-6 days. But if we add the response action at the end, then what happen here is our chatbot will not get response promptly. So from here I am going to add an action, Power Virtual Agents. Let's search that and let's call an action return values to Power Virtual Agents. And now here I just wanted to send response, thanks for the approval. Now I just wanted to send a response that thanks for approval, we will add your question soon. And that's all. Just click on save. Now we just need to go to our Power Virtual Agent chatbot and just need to go over here into this condition. Now from here, once user clicked on yes to add the question in knowledge base, we just need to call an action. We will add our flow. So the flow that we have prepared is maintain unanswered question. So let's just have that. Now in input we need to provide the question. So that is the untriggered phrase. So whatever the unanswered question is, we are going to add that, and whatever the response that we are getting in response variable. And now we will just show a message response, and then we will call thank you topic. That's all. So just click on save. Now let's test our chatbot. First of all, let me have a greeting message hi. Now it is asking me a question, how can I help with you today? So I am asking a question which is not a part of Q&A Maker dataset. So I am just typing list festivals. Now this is the unanswered question. Now it is asking us that can we add this question to our knowledge base for future reference. So let's press yes. Then what it will do is it will trigger our Power Automate flow, and it will just send us a response that thanks for approval, we will add your question soon in the knowledge base. Did that answer your question? Now meantime what happened here is I have received one email notification over here. Now the question is list festival. Now as a admin I want to list some of the festival and I wanted to add those things to my knowledge base. So let me just open the flow run and let me show you that thing. So basically this is the flow that just ran. Now from Power Virtual Agents we just received this response list festivals, and now it gone to the approval state. Now I'm going here and now I'm going to approve this question, and I'm ending some answers like Diwali, Christmas, and now I'm submitting that. So basically this will run my flow from this particular stage. So that has been approved, and it will go to this condition that approval status is true. Then whatever the comment that we are getting here, it will update my knowledge base according to that. So this is the answer and this is question, and after that it will publish my knowledge base as well. Right, now let's check the same thing with our knowledge base. So I'm just opening my Q&A Maker knowledge base and I'm just refreshing the thing. So let's see if the question has been added over here or not. So let's just collapse this one as well, and here it is list festival, and we have two different festivals available here. Right, now the knowledge base is also been published there. Now let's say for an example, let me go back to my chat window. Let me go back to my Power Virtual Agents. That answer your question? Yes. Now, let's say after some time, if you search for the same question to your chat window, then it will perfectly answer to you over there. So this is how you can track all the unanswered questions from your chat window, and you can update the knowledge base to improve our chatbot performance. Hope this is clear for you now. If you have any question related to this topic, you can add your questions in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay tuned with me on Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. Also, if you wish to receive the daily notification about all my new videos on your WhatsApp, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification about all my new videos on your WhatsApp number. Also, if you wish to listen different Power Platform related podcasts, just click on that. It will be redirecting you to this podcast platform. From here, you can listen your favorite podcast on different podcast platform like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and much more. This is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next session.